to kind of talk about some of the misunderstandings that folks have about the church. As a matter of fact, 5 things that most people misunderstand about the church. And so in week 1, 2 weeks ago, we talked about that the church existed only because of the saving work of God himself, that if it was not about salvation, if it was not about God saving people, then really it's not a church ministry. Incidentally, just a little bit of a commercial, Lord willing, on Sunday, we're going to be talking about why ministries and churches die. There was a period of time in my life that I didn't think that churches died. The church is established, church lives on forever, churches don't die. Well, churches do die, and ministries die. And there's a reason why ministries and churches die, and we're going to talk about that on Sunday. But last week, in the second session on the things that people misunderstand about the church is motivated only by the internal work of the Holy Spirit. And we looked at 4 things rather, that if what's happening doesn't exalt Christ, glorify Christ, then it's not the Holy Spirit. We talked about 4 things related to it not being the Holy Spirit. And so tonight we're going to talk about the church is the only group that possesses the effectual grace and power of God on earth. There are a lot of organizations that do a lot of things, and there are a lot of organizations that do a lot of good things, but there's only one living entity on the face of the planet that has the grace, the effectual grace, and the power of God residing in it. And it's not the government. It is not parachurch ministries. And I would even argue, I'm going to say this carefully, not every place that calls it a